What's up, hackers? Welcome back to CTF Tricks once again, your go-to stop for breaking down the most complex hacks into simple wins. Today we are dealing with Advent of Cyber Day 21, and we are back again on malware analysis. Today's room name is Malware Analysis Malhare.exe. So without any further delay, let's dive right into it. For this analysis, you need to do it in your attack box or your local sandbox. It is recommended to do it in your attack box. This doesn't need any VMs or anything as such, but it just needs you to analyze a file. So I have turned on the attack box and it has a limited time period of just 1 hour for non-subscribers. So let's get it started soon. Let's scroll down to the very bottom to get the questions. And here I have the attack box. I'll just open the terminal, go to CD rooms, AOC 2025, and day 21st, and do ls. So we see a survey.hta file over here. Let's try to open it. I'll open the file explorer. I'll go to root home. From here I'll go to rooms, AOC 2025, day 21, and let's open the survey.hta using Pluma. Pluma is a text editor, so you can easily go to and fro using it. So let's start from the very beginning. The first question is, what is the title of the STA application? The title of the STA application is Best Festival Company Developer Survey. And that's the correct answer. Next is, what VB script function is acting as if it's downloading the survey question? So we need to find the VB script that is acting as it is downloading the survey question. So here we see that something is downloading the survey questions.txt and the name of the VB script is get questions. And that's the correct answer, get questions. Next, what URL domain is the questions being downloaded from? From the link, you can see the URL domain is survey.bestfestivalcompany.com, and that's the correct answer. Just make sure you copy and paste it over there because there is something secret, that is typo squatting. So survey.bestfestivalcompany.com is the correct answer for the third question. Next, Malhare seems to be using typo squatting domains that look the same as the real one in an attempt to hide the fact that domain is not the intended one. What character in the domain gives it away? The domain differs in I. It has two I's. So the character that gives it away is I. A single I is the answer. So I'll just put it I, and it's the correct answer. Malicious STA often include real looking data like survey questions to make the file seem authentic. How many questions does the survey have? In order to find the survey questions, let's scroll down. As we scroll down, we see a text. We are looking for your feedback to help us improve. This survey is completely anonymous and gives you the opportunity to express what you think about the best festival company. Please take 5 minutes to complete the following survey. And we have first question, second question, third question, and a fourth question. There are no other questions in the survey. So the total number of questions in the survey is 4, and that's the correct answer. Notice how even in code, social engineering persists. Fake incentives like contests or trips hide in plain sight to build trust. The survey entices participation by promising a chance to win a trip to where. So the survey actually promises a trip to people Like if you scroll down, we see thank you for your feedback. All participants will be entered into a prize draw for a chance to win a trip to South Pole. So South Pole is the place that the survey promises that it will provide a trip to. So South Pole is the correct answer. Next, the HTA is enumerating information from the local host executing the application. What two pieces of information about a computer it is running on are being exfiltrated? You should provide the two object names separated by commas. So for this answer, you need to scroll back up again. So once we scroll to this section where the get questions has downloaded the questions.txt, below that we can see a function called provide feedback, which is actually getting two things, str host and str user. In str host we see it is getting the computer name, whereas in str user it is getting the username. So these two things are the information that the code is actually exfiltrating from the system. And not only that, it is actually sending it to the website back again. So the two things are computer name and username. That's the correct answer. What endpoint is the enumerated data being exfiltrated to? As you can see, the code is actually sending the data, computer name and username, to this best festival company / details. So / details is the correct answer to the endpoint where the data is being exfiltrated to. Next is what HTTP method is being used to exfiltrate the data. So in order to find the HTTP method that is being used to actually exfiltrate the data is you need to scroll up, and in here you will find that the function submit has this HTTP get elements. So get HTTP get method is the method that is being used to actually exfiltrate the data. Next is after receiving the function intended to get the survey questions, it seems that the data from the download of the question is actually being executed. What is the line of code that executes the contents of the download? So if we scroll down, we have the survey question. Let's scroll back up again. Awesome. So after exfiltrating the data, we see that the script is actually running a command. It is using this following line: run object run PowerShell.exe, nop whidden, and so on. So this entire line is the command that it is using to execute a script. So the entire line of code is the answer. Next is, it seems as if malware site has been taken down, so we cannot download the contents that malware was executing. Fortunately, one of the elves created a copy when the site was still active. Download the contents from here. What popular encoding scheme was used in the attempt to obfuscate the download? Let's click here, contents from here, and let's click on this link, and we get to assets.tryhackme.com, this strange text. If you analyze closely, you see capital letters, small letters, and numbers. This is the format of base 64. So the correct answer is base 64 encoding. Next is decode the payload. It seems as if additional steps were taken to hide the malware. What common encryption scheme was used in the script? Let's copy it and let's search on Google for base64 decoder. You get this base64decoder.org. I'll paste the entire base64 encoded string and I get a code. In the code, we also see a flag, but the flag doesn't look like the normal text that we are expecting. If we analyze the entire code, we see that we are adding 13 to the characters. This looked like a ROT13 algorithm, and the target flag has been encrypted using the ROT13 algorithm. So the answer to the question is what additional steps were taken is they have used ROT13 to actually encrypt the script. Next, let's decode the flag to finally get the answer. I'll search on Google for ROT13 decoder and on the top I'll get rot13.com. Let's copy the flag and paste it on rot13.com. And over here you see we have finally got the flag that says THM Malware Analyst. And that's the final flag for this room, which says either run the script or decrypt the flag value using online tools such as CyberChef. So we have used rot13.com to actually decrypt the flag and we finally achieved it. For those who want another challenge, download the HTA from here to get key for SideQuest 4 accessible through SideQuest Hub. The password for the file is canurem3. So for the SideQuest, we'll be bringing another video, so stay tuned and click on the subscribe button so that you get notified at the earliest. If you enjoyed today's room, you may like Maldoc static analysis room. Congratulations on completing malware analysis, Malhare.exe, and that's how you do it like a pro. If you found that walkthrough helpful, smash that like button and hit subscribe to join the CTF Tricks squad. We are dropping fresh content every single day, so don't miss out. Until next time, keep hacking, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.